the peaks and valleys that go with National Hockey League teams, and now you're taking on a team that's been on fire since mid-December. No surprise, given the talent they've got, to see where they're at now.
Well, I don't know if you remember the last time they played us. They probably played their best game until recently, and they smacked us around, to be honest with you. They were way better than us. So we got that to go off, and then obviously the record. And, we didn't like our last game. So I think we've been playing real well. Maybe our best point to the year, actually. And then we had a dip here last game, so we want to get back on track as fast as we can. And, we always say the same thing: let your ups be long and your downs be short. So let's get on with it.
Anything specifically you have to get back to Mike that wasn't there Saturday?
Yeah, we just weren't good. We didn't execute. We didn't play fast. We weren't physical on offense. We didn't spend time in the offensive zone. I mean, you go through the whole thing. We weren't good, and I mean, that's going to happen sometimes, and it's unfortunate. You never want it to happen, but it's reality. But the big thing is let's not let it happen again. Let's get right back at it. We had a good off day yesterday. We had a good little skate here today. Let's go play.
How do you think, John, Tavares' stoic nature kind of helps him navigate the ups and downs that you just talked about in the season?
Yeah, I don't know if he has a stoic nature. I don't know. This is what John is. John's a pro. He comes every day, he works hard, and he does it right every single day. And he's a consumer of knowledge to try to get better, to improve himself. But his example improves our team every day, because all you got to do is you got to look at how hard he's working, how long his shifts are, how he's playing defensively, how he does everything, how he eats, trains, looks after himself, and you have the example. So, you can look to all the other sports you want, but you got one living with you in your dressing room, top player in the league, and real leader on our team. So, I mean, great example.
Where do you see...
Looks pretty good. They hiked your... Andreas. Yeah, Johnson.
Yeah, every time you use Little John. Thanks, man, so I know who you're talking about. I appreciate it.
I don't know his middle name.
There you go. Well, the first names are tough sometimes. I went to introduce Cronwell one time. I think I coached him about 6 years. I said to him, because Nick was Nick Lidstrom. I had to say, Croner, what's your first name again? Like, it was just unbelievable. I hadn't called him Croner in 6 years, or called him Nick in 6 years. Anyway, so obviously Little John looked like he had some jump here today. I don't make those decisions and don't ask those questions unless it's of the trainer. So we haven't talked about that. We got a good flight to do that.
Where do you see Travis Dermott's game in 3, 4, 5 years?
Well, you remember Mo? So Mo was a guy who moved the puck, skated around, but was minus all the time and hadn't sorted it out in the D zone. That's why it takes D-men so long in the National Hockey League, is how good you got to be defensively. And that's his biggest thing, is when he learns how to sort out the rush, when he learns how to play in his own zone, when he knows the time on the clock and the score of the game. Those are things you'd like to happen overnight, don't usually happen overnight. And saying that, Dermy's a real good player for us and plays well and is important. But in the overall understanding of the game without the puck, that's his biggest challenge. But, he played with Ronnie there for a bit, and he's playing with guards right now. I think, he's taking a step in his game for sure.
Do you see the older guys mentoring him?
Oh, absolutely. I don't know what the real word is for it, but mentoring's a nice word for it. Yeah.
Is that a good chance that Mike to see the Blues have done so well in this span? And not even all.
Yeah, no, they're a good team, and they're playing heavy, and their goalie's playing well. The goalie moves puck real good. They're above the puck. They're checking hard and doing things right. And in the end, when you do things right, you win lots of nights in the National Hockey League. The difference between talent from team to team, even though we all think it's great, it's not very much. So if you play right, you win.
How do you think Tyler Bozak's fit in as a Blue?
Yeah, I wouldn't. I don't know about that. You'd have to talk to Bozy. This is what Bozy is. Bozy's got elite hockey sense. I thought Bozy's best year for me as a Leaf was his last year. Unbelievable on the power play. Real good thinker. Way better down low in his own zone, you think, and a real good face-off guy.